So, coincidentally, I was in the heart of Greater Manchester today. I went to Manchester City Centre. And at the Manchester City Centre, the moment I stepped off the bus, I felt this heavy sensation just hit me in my heart. And I knew immediately something was up here. I was like, this feels spiritual. And I remember looking around. Now I'm located, as God would have it, I recently moved to the UK and moved back. And I am located right in a very nice conservative area. There's many Muslims around, there's many Catholic churches around, so I know there must be quite a number of Catholics in this area too. I'm surrounded by Catholic churches, God would have it. Very funny, because I prayed to God before I moved. When I was still in Nigeria, I prayed to God. I was like, Lord, please, I really want to be near a church. That'd be so easy for me to go to daily mass. Like, please just put me right next to a church, as if I'm in like a convent. I want it to be really easy. And God really answered that prayer. That I live like 15 minutes away from a church. It's awesome. So yeah, here, this is a very conservative area. There's also Muslims who wear their whole hijab and everything. I'm this whole corner, right? But now being in Manchester, I'm now in the more liberal areas of the UK, so I'm seeing more liberal things. And so now it's the gist of my story is, now when I went back to the bus stop, that same bus stop area, so I could get the bus back home, I now looked at because across the road is where the bus that comes drops you off there. The bus that's going there's another, you cross the road, right? So I looked back at the part of the road that I got off, the bus stop that I got off at. And I could now see on the building next to the bus stop was a tattoo bar. And on the walls of the building, they had that weird, pentagon symbol that looks very satanic, that weird satanic symbol thing. And not only that, but they also had the Garden of Eden, and they had an Adam there who was naked, but they only showed him shoulders up. And they also had a phoenix. A few random symbols. Now, so I told my mom about this whole experience, and now I understood what happened there. That it was like when I stepped off that bus and I was on the other side of the road, right there on the side of the tattoo bar. That heavy feeling I felt was probably me, and I remember feeling like I'd stepped into an area that felt like God wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Not that God is not of course God is everywhere, but a place that was far from God. There's just a feeling that God wasn't as close. That God was far from here. I was just feeling a bit like I had stepped, like I was distant from Him, or something like that. And I know that it was after I said, as I was walking now, I kept feeling a bit worried and anxious, and then I started saying a few Hail Marys. At first, I think I did the sign of the cross, or I didn't. I know I was overthinking it at the time. So instead of doing something, I just started doing Hail Marys in my head. And then as I finished, I got to the Holy Mary, Mother of God. The feeling just kind of left. It just dissipated. And so I talked to my mom about this. And I was like, there must have been spiritual warfare happening right there in the daylight, And I felt it because I'm more sensitive because of the masses that I go to daily and stuff like that. And so it's like, that's what happened. And then me and my mom talked about why was the Garden of Eden part of their symbolism there? My mom was saying because that's the place where the devil won his victory. That's the place where the devil had gained dominion over the earth. And it shocked me because it's but it's actually true. I never thought of it that way before. That was the place where the devil had his successful coup d'etat. Now, hear me out. Why? Why do I say so? Because, hear me out, the devil was a snake. Yes? Now, God put Adam over everything in the garden. Adam had dominion over every creeping thing, crawling thing, creature, everything. And the only thing that God said to Adam, don't do is don't eat from that tree. Yeah. Now, I believe, I've heard this somewhere, the devil had, there was some sort of envy and annoyance there. how can these human beings, these mere human beings, are lower than me? I'm the top of the angels. I'm the light bearer, and this mere human being that's less than me is made in God's image and likeness, and he is given dominion over the entire creation. What the heck is this, man? And so he tempted the creature, tempted Adam and Eve, and they fell. And them now falling now gave him dominion over them, right? Because they now fell to his wiles, so now he had dominion over them. But also, and I think there's also, the reason I call it coup d'etat is because the snake now had dominion over the creature who had dominion over it originally. There was a bit of a coup d'etat going on there. And so, yeah, in the Garden of Eden, the devil sort of won his victory. But it was a limited one. It wasn't going to last forever because God said, you will bite his heel and he will step on your head, right? He will crush your head. You will snap at his heel, he will crush your head, right? So God prophesied that your victory won't be forever. Your victory won't last long because the child of Eve will step on your head. And I love that. Sounds so dope. Yeah. So why did I bring all this up? Why did I bring this here? I just wanted to share that. Considering today's readings are about how man fell, I wonder if anyone else has thought of it that way. But to complete the story, in the first Adam we all have death, and in the new Adam we all have life. Why? Because the new Adam stepped on the devil's head. He crushed Satan's head. And the new Adam is the child of the new Eve. And the new Eve puts the fruit back on the tree. You know, the new Eve crushes Satan's head. I like that. I like that we came back like that. I like that. I mean, the storyteller in me just loves that. I just wanted to share that with you guys today. Just listening to today's rosary-in-a-year, I just really wanted to share that. So yeah, that's just my little thought from rosary-in-a-year today, day 12. Yes, now we're going to do day 13. Look forward to seeing you guys there.